First off, welcome to West Virginia. Last game you guys won by 18. West Virginia missed 17 free throws and forced almost 20 turnovers for your team. So was that game a lot closer than the box score indicated?
To tell you the truth, I guess you would have to ask different people. Some people may say it was, and some people may say it wasn't. I don't know that any of us look at any of that other than you either won or you lost. We know how good they are. They were predicted to finish second in the league. They had an unforeseen injury. That can change the whole complexion of your season. They've had time to adjust to it, and you can see that they're playing their best basketball right now.
Back in February 18th, your team played at UConn. They were down 11. Was it good to have that kind of game where they had to fight back? And, Brittany Griner had 4 points at halftime, I believe. Was it good to see that kind of fight in your team?
Well, we're going to fight. I don't know if it's ever good to be behind, especially on the road, but it's good to come out with a victory. I think that it was a very, very good basketball game for basketball fans. I think it was good for television, but us old coaches would like to always stay in the lead and never be behind. But I guess if it's regular season, non-conference game. If you have to be behind or lose a game, it's better to do it now than those last 6 games of the NCAA tournament.
Now, WVU is a very physical team. Just facing teams like UConn and Notre Dame and other teams that you're scheduled, does that help out playing this team?
We're very physical. So I think it's 2 athletic teams that don't mind playing man-to-man defense, get in passing lanes, make it very difficult to make that first pass. You're looking at 2 teams that coaching staff demands a lot and is type of in-your-face type of coaching. You're looking at a West Virginia team that went through the conference probably not really knowing what to expect. When you change to a new conference, it takes a little while to adjust. But they've certainly been in a great conference for women's basketball. So we expect to be it to be a game that is very physical. We expect it to be very tough. We know they're outstanding offensive rebounders. And from what I've heard, we anticipate it to be a great crowd.
Last 2 questions for me. What is it like to get every team's best every single time you step on the court, being a national champion?
Well, sometimes you'd like to have a night off, but when you wear that target, with it comes a lot of responsibility. And you certainly would like to be a program that is recognized and not a program that nobody cares about. So I think the kids that I get to coach last year, this year, these 2 particular years, they understand what it means to be number 1. They understand they're going to get everyone's best shot, and we should. And how we respond to that has been pretty remarkable. To only have lost 1 basketball game in 2 years speaks volumes about our coaches and how they prepare for each game, and our players and how they stay humble and hungry.
Last question. Do teams focus on Brittany Griner so much they forget you have other players, probably the best point guard in the country, and Odyssey Simpson, Poe, and other players on your team?
I can't speak for other coaches, but after games, I tend to think that coaches are smart enough and they do their homework. Brittany Griner will go down in the history of women's basketball as one of the greatest ever, if not the greatest ever. But if you look at our other positions, those kids are all Americans too. I think in a lot of respects, it's whatever you choose your defensive game plan to be. If putting 2 and 3 on Brittany Griner is where you think you'll be most successful, then coaches are going to do it. If you want to play her one-on-one and match up with everybody else, then you're going to do it. I don't know or pretend to know what coaches think is the best way, because honestly I see her every day and I can't tell you the best way to guard Brittany Griner.
Thanks, Coach.
You're welcome.